If you're trying to decide whether now is the right time to buy or sell a home in Ocala, this data is going to matter a lot. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Anne Marie Bortz, broker associate with the Kais Company, and each month I break down what's actually happening in the Ocala real estate market. Not the headlines, not the hype, just the real numbers. January 2026 shows a very clear shift in our market, and depending on whether you're buying, selling, or investing, this information could change your entire strategy. But before we dive in, take a second to like this video and subscribe. I put out regular Ocala market updates and local insights so you can make confident decisions instead of guessing. This slide tells the overall story of the Ocala real estate market right now. Inventory is high, prices are stabilizing, homes are taking longer to sell, and buyer activity is improving. That combination tells us something very important. We are no longer in a frenzied seller's market, but we are not in a bad market either. What we are in is a strategy-driven market, and markets like this reward people who understand the numbers and punish people who rely on hope. This slide is huge, and honestly, it surprises a lot of people. Nationally, pending home sales were down 9.3% in December, but here in Marion County, we saw an increase of 216 homes go pending in December of 2025. That's up from just 42 sales the month before. That's a whopping 414% surge in pending sales compared to the national average. Why is this happening? Why is Ocala outperforming the national market? Because people are still moving here. Affordability is better than many markets, and lifestyle demand remains strong. So let's look at a snapshot of the entire Marion County area right now for real estate sales. In December, there were 815 homes that were closed and sold. The median sale price is around $286,350, which is 1.1% lower than about a year ago. There's a 5.6 month supply of inventory, so we're getting up there. There were 722 new listings and 659 new pending sales in the county. This confirms what we're seeing on the ground. Inventory is elevated, but transactions are still happening at a healthy pace. Right now, Marion County has 2,562 single-family homes for sale. That does not include for sale by owners. In the past 30 days alone, 348 homes sold, which means 13.6% of the market inventory sold in 1 month. So yes, there's healthy competition, but this is not a stagnant market. Homes are selling when they're priced and positioned correctly. This chart is one of the most important slides for both buyers and sellers. Homes priced between $250,000 and $350,000 have the highest sales volumes over the last 30 days. That's where demand is strongest right now. Sellers in this range need to be extremely precise with their pricing, and buyers need to be prepared, but it's still far more balanced than it was a year ago. Another sign of the market's health in Ocala, 458 single-family homes went pending in the last 30 days. That means buyers are actively writing offers. They're just being more selective. Today's buyers are comparing condition, price, location, and value, and they're walking away when something doesn't add up. So this is where the market really shifts. Buyers now have more choices than they've had in years. As we discussed, there is a rapid increase in inventory. So sellers, you're competing with more listings for that buyer. Your pricing accuracy has to be dead on from day one, and the presentation and marketing quality of your home on the market to differentiate it from other sellers is extremely important. You must stand out. So what this means for buyers is less pressure, more negotiating power, and time to evaluate homes properly. So for, again, sellers, for you, this means your home is competing online before a buyer ever even steps inside. Your pricing accuracy, presentation, and marketing quality are everything. So I want to clear up the biggest misconception that I'm hearing weekly from my customers. Prices are not crashing. What we're seeing is price stability. Values are holding steady. They're not skyrocketing and they're not collapsing. This is a healthy correction, a market where both buyers and sellers can win if they understand where value truly lies. Homes are taking longer to sell. That's a fact. On average, 45 plus days, with some sitting 90 days or more. Why? Because buyers have options. Overpriced homes or homes that need work without proper pricing are getting skipped altogether. First impressions matter now more than ever. Mortgage rates have eased into the mid 6% range, and that shift is huge. A 1-point rate drop can increase buying power by 10 to 12%. That's why buyers who set out last year are coming back pre-approved and ready. Here's the truth. Homes are selling, just not everything. Well-priced homes with strong marketing, professional photographs, and moving condition are still getting showings and offers. Homes that missed the mark are sitting and reducing their prices. Here are my top 10 requirements that I believe it takes to get a home buyer's attention in this market where we have so much inventory. 360 tours, high quality professional photographs, video walkthroughs, lifestyle-driven marketing, strategic pricing, strong online exposure, and more. One of the biggest things I like to point out here is lifestyle-driven marketing. Here in our local area in Ocala and surrounding cities, Denellen, on the other side, Crystal River, etc., we have options for homes all the way from farms, equestrian properties, to waterfront property. So you want to market more than just the four walls of your home. You want your agent to go out there and get videos and photographs of the lifestyle, showing potential buyers what it's like to live not just in your home, but in your area. This is exactly the level of marketing that I use to help all my sellers stand out in this crowded market. So in today's market, motivation wins. Strategic pricing, having a strong presentation, aggressive marketing, and flexibility are no longer optional. Sellers who embrace this are the ones that are actually closing deals. Sellers who don't are watching their homes sit on the market. This month, I'm covering two different areas in the Ocala real estate market. The first one is Marion Oaks, which is in a full-blown buyer's market, has a distinction of having the most inventory of any neighborhood in Ocala right now. Marion Oaks is carrying a 20-plus month supply of inventory. That is a lot. You must expect longer market times even when you price property properly if you're a seller. You have to be flexible in your negotiations because buyers have real options here. They have the leverage. So sellers, you've got to be aggressive, realistic, most importantly, and well marketed in order to compete for that buyer. The other community I'm going to be highlighting in this month's video is Stone Creek, which is a very popular 55 plus community here in Ocala. In Stone Creek right now, we're seeing a 9-month supply of inventory, and the average day on market to sell a home is 114 days. Right now, there are 75 homes for sale in Stone Creek. Inventory is down, but it's been holding steady at this level since about September of 2025. There are currently 17 homes pending in the past 30 days and 12 homes that were sold in the past 30 days. So, homes are selling in Stone Creek, but patience and pricing discipline are going to be critical in this 55 plus segment of the Ocala market. And the luxury market is playing by a totally different set of rules right now in Ocala. Inventory above $1 million has tightened, demand remains strong, and equestrian properties and acreage continue to dominate sales. Ocala's identity is driving this segment, and properties that are aligned with that lifestyle are outperforming the rest of the market. Right now, the luxury market has over a 10-month supply of inventory, but as you can see, back in July of last year, we were up to almost a 30-month supply of inventory. So they're definitely leading a trend in this market. Remember, Ocala's identity is fueled by this high-end market because of the equestrian properties, land and acreage appeal. And remember, we have a lot of traditional luxury homes that are appealing to buyers in this market. If your property aligns with Ocala's equestrian or land-based appeal, you are positioned in a very strong market with lots of qualified buyers who are actively searching. So here's my takeaway. If you're a buyer, you have leverage, but leverage doesn't mean waiting forever. Make sure you are pre-approved, know your criteria, and be ready to act when the right home appears. Don't get caught up in the, what if there's a better home I like better tomorrow? Because remember, you're not the only person looking at that home, even though inventory is high, and you don't want to lose out on a perfect home waiting for the hope of something better to come along. And my takeaway for sellers is strategy beats hope. This market proves one thing very clearly. Homes that are launched correctly sell faster and for more money. Homes that miss the mark sit, reduce, and net less. Remember, being on the market is a constant update of what's going on. Homes come on and off the market each and every day. So you have to be up on what is around you for sale, not just in your community, but I try to tell my sellers, look within a 1-mile radius minimum for similar homes like yours to see what those properties are offering and their prices, and position and price your home properly so at least you will get the showings and be considered by a buyer. Whether you're a buyer or seller, your outcome in this market depends entirely on your strategy. If you want a personalized plan for buying, selling, or investing in Ocala real estate, my contact information is on the screen. Please reach out anytime. If you'd like a copy of this PDF of what I presented here to you today so you can look at it in more detail, send me an email or give me a call and I will gladly get one out to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that whenever I upload new videos or the new market updates, you will be notified immediately. Also, please drop a comment below and tell me, are you buying, selling, or just watching the market in 2026? I will personally read and respond. And if you like this update, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next month.